Welcome back to the Av Attack. I'm your host, Prescott Chambers. A big shout out to the number one seed in the AFC, the Denver Broncos. Let's go. We are exactly halfway through the season, and the Avs pick up their third regulation loss on the road, but that is the least of our concerns in this game, 41 of 82 in Sunrise, Florida, to take on the 3P Eastern Conference champions and back-to-back Cup champions in the Florida Panthers. The Avalanche are still rolling off their comeback victory over Carolina in the first game of this back-to-back and are currently on a 10-game win streak. The Panthers are currently missing Cole Schwint, Matthew Tkachuk, and Seth Jones. Devon Taves was given this game off after getting a bit rattled in the last game, but he is now listed as day-to-day, along with Yoel Kiviranta. Starting goalies for this one were Daniel Tarasov and Scott Wedgwood. Period 1. The Avs look quite peppy to start this one off. Almost 5 minutes in, Wedgie faces a shot that goes square off the center bar on his mask and pops the buckle. The bar on close-up looks almost bent with a scuff on it. Nice little puck scuff on it. He just switches over to his Nordiques mask real quick and we play on. Then shortly after, at 6:27, Sam Bennett manhandles Sam Malinsky off the puck in the Avs zone and takes it straight to the house to put the Panthers on the board 1-0. The Avs look a little flustered following that goal, but then at 11:51, Josh Manson slaps one from the blue line that gets redirected by Arturi Lehkonen to tie it up at 1. The second assist from Brock Nelson. The Avs start to turn up the heat. At 14:04, Leckie draws an interference penalty, and the Avs go on the power play, which does not look very good. At 15:44, 20 seconds before the end of the power play, Landy gets sent to the box for roughing after catching Evan Rodriguez in the face with the top end of his stick. The Panthers get another power play after 20 seconds of 4-on-4 that the Avs are able to kill, but at 18:49, Manson gets called for interference after AJ Greer forgets how to skate and trips over Manson's foot. After 1, the score is tied at 1, and the Panthers have 49 seconds left on the power play. The Avs kill the remainder of the Florida power play in period 2. Just after that, Landeskog goes hard into the Panthers' net on a rush chance, nailing his midsection right on the post. He has to be assisted off the ice and is slow to step off, which was extremely concerning. I can't really say much more than that. Just very concerning to see our captain go down like that. At 3:22, Sammy G draws a holding penalty that gives the Avs their second power play. This one looks much better than their first, but still gets killed by the Panthers. At 8:48, the Avalanche get their third power play after Zakhar Bardakov takes a stick to the face. They get a couple shots on net, but Florida kills again. At 13:52, Evan Rodriguez is called for cross-checking, giving the Avs their fourth power play, and they of course can't capitalize on this one either. And just before the end of the period, at 18:12, Aaron Ekblad wires one past a basically blind Wedgwood. He had like 4 people in front of him blocking all of his vision, and that puts the Panthers ahead of the Avs. After 2, the score is 2-1 Florida, and the Avs have to come back in the third for the second straight game. Period 3, shortly in, we see Brock Nelson getting in a small scrum. At 6:46, Sam Girard takes a slashing penalty, giving Florida another power play. The Avs are able to kill. As time dwindles, the Avs start pushing harder and harder for a tying goal, but even after pulling Wedgie for the extra man, they just can't get one, and we end this one in regulation with a final score of 2-1 Panthers. Overall, the Avs just didn't look completely in the game. They looked tired and just couldn't get anything going on the power play. I feel like this, plus letting in that late goal in the second, just really cost them everything in this one. And losing Landy mid-game, that was really not helpful. Landeskog is said to have an upper body injury from the collision with the net and is now listed as day-to-day, along with Devon Taves and Yoel Kiviranta. Plus, I was not even aware, but I just saw this today, that Mackenzie Blackwood is on injured reserve for a lower body injury. So that is that's big. That's big news, and this next week will be a true test of adversity for this team. I'm hoping and praying for the return of everyone very quickly, because I want to keep this win train going as long as we can. The last game of this road trip will be January 6th in Tampa Bay to take on the Lightning, who are definitely doing well right now. So that should be another tough game for your Colorado Avalanche. But until then, as always, I'm your host, Prescott Chambers, for the Av Attack. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.